Later today, the fired Michigan football head coach arrested after he was let go, expected to go before a judge. In the meantime, we continue to learn new information about what happened leading up to that very high-profile arrest. I do want to check in live with Robin Murdoch over at our Fox 2 Detroit team. She has been following this and has all of the latest. And of course, Robin, I know you've been working around the clock here to get more information, and you definitely have that.
Yeah, we do. And we are awaiting an arraignment that is expected to happen at some point today, Josh. We're standing outside the courthouse where Sharon Moore is expected to face a judge. We aren't exactly sure what time it is going to happen today. And we really aren't sure about the charges just yet, but we have been told that he is expected to finally be arraigned at some point today. As you know, Sharon Moore, he has been at the Washtenaw County Jail, and this is about 30 miles from Detroit. He's been inside the jail since Wednesday awaiting that arraignment connected to an incident at a Pittsfield Township home. Now, we were able to obtain the 911 call about an alleged assault in which that caller described being attacked as well as stalked. Now, that happened shortly after the university announced Moore had been fired for having an inappropriate relationship with a staff member. Now, this, of course, is the latest blow to the football program at the University of Michigan in just 2 years. You might remember the university was fined some $20 million in a sign stealing scandal that resulted in Moore's brief suspension. And the head coach at that time, Jim Harbaugh, he was banned from college football for 10 years because of that. Now, I want you to take a listen now, though, to a part of that
So they have the 911 call, which I did feature the other day. And good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. I am Franchise Pearson. Happy Friday, the 13th of December, 3:44 in the p.m. Pray you guys have a beautiful day in the Lord. Let's stay covered in the blood as we endure until the end. So I checked it out. Did you guys check it out? If you didn't, here is the victim's attorney. They cannot deny bond to Mr. Moore. So they want to put some conditions, and they have. Check it out.
Entry without permission. Your Honor, we are asking for a $25,000 cash surety bond in light of the fact that we cannot ask for you to deny bond. I get that he is a man of means, and so this is a bit of a nominal monetary ask, but quite frankly, it would be an ask that I would make for any defendant charged with these offenses before you. So what strikes me as perhaps more important in this scenario are conditions that I would like to ask for. Because of course, as you know, Your Honor, you're tasked with trying to make sure that he reappears, but also the safety of the public and this victim in particular. So Judge, in addition to an ask for a $25,000 cash surety, we are asking, should he post that, should you impose that? We are asking that you order that he undergo a mental health evaluation. We are asking that you order him to submit to a GPS tether and that there be a no-go to this victim's residence or place of employment. Ask that you order that there be no contact with her whatsoever in any means, any fashion, direct or indirect. That there be no stalking behavior of any kind. That he be ordered to surrender any and all weapons. Further, that he be ordered to surrender his passport. Judge, the reason, Your Honor, the reason we make those requests is in light of the factual scenario that gives rise to these charges. My best understanding from a thorough review of the police report and as much body-worn camera as I've had an opportunity to review.
So they have some requests that they made and they were honored. Now I'm going to say something. It might have been a few people out of whack, but you heard her say 25,000. 25,000. Well, I did some dog pound digging, and the more I sniffed at this, the more I'm wondering, Pearson, is there something else there? I might not never bring it out, but I'm not so sure this is what I just have my suspicions. I digress. Here's Mr. Moore. This is a lawyer. Watch this. They're going to give him his do's and don'ts. Check it out.
That in place in time for the meeting.
Mr. Moore, could you state your name, please?
Ron Moore.
Sir, you are not to use alcohol, marijuana, or any other controlled substance that is not prescribed to you. You are not to possess or purchase a firearm or any other dangerous weapon. You are not to engage in criminal conduct of any kind whatsoever. You may not leave the state of Michigan without permission of the court. Prior to your release, you will be placed on a GPS tether. You will not be released before that GPS tether is placed upon you. You must continue all mental health treatment as a condition of your bond. The named victim in this case will not be placed on the record. You may not have contact with that individual. That means no calling, no writing, no video chatting, no texting, no emailing, or any other form of contact the human mind can possibly fathom. No one in the world thinks that this person is going to reach out to you. Should they do so, and again, no one thinks that they're going to, you may not reply in any form or fashion. The named victim's address will not be placed on the record. You may not go to that location for any reason whatsoever. Are we understood on the no contact and no go-to, sir?
Yes, Your Honor.
If you have any questions about that, you have a good attorney, simply ask them. You understand?
Yes, Your Honor.
So those were his conditions. And let's get some analysis.
Whitney, please stand by. Let's go to Dave Ehrenberg. Dave, what is your reaction to hearing this? Obviously, outside of the fact that he had such a high-profile job and that so many our producers are telling me that his attorneys are coming out and speaking to reporters. Let's listen in.
I'm just going to not answer that question, but he'll be in the community.
Tell us about this. What's the mood of your client right now?
Listen, that is something that I will also not comment on, but I will say you heard that there was a condition of bond for him to have mental health counseling, and we expect that too. Okay?
Do you have any comment on the allegations?
None. And I said in court, I've not seen a police report. I've not seen any other discovery. It would be irresponsible to comment, so I won't.
How's he doing mentally? Is he saying?
Yeah, so I'm, again, not going to comment on that. Thank you very much, but I do need to get through you guys. Okay. Thank you.
Joe Simon there, the defense attorney for Sharon Moore, choosing not to comment on a number of questions, specifically about the well-being of his client, saying that he won't dig into the details, but as part of his release, the condition is that he will continue with mental health counseling, notable given some of the allegations about suicidal remarks. David, just stepping back, as I was saying a moment ago, remove from the equation the fact that this is a high-profile individual whose firing was obviously newsworthy. Do you think that the stipulations set forward by the judge, this $25,000 bond as well as these conditions, are appropriate for the charges that he's facing?
When it comes to remodeling,
$25,000. Keep that in your head. I'm going to show you something.
I do, Boris. It's pretty normal. These are serious charges. One of them is a felony, but he's a first-time offender. He is really not much of a flight risk. I mean, he's pretty well known. He has ties to the community. He's more of a threat to himself than to others. And so I do think that the bond conditions are appropriate. We need to make sure he is nowhere near the victim, does not try to communicate with her. And if he does, he'll be locked up immediately pending trial. My biggest takeaway was learning that when he got the knife, he did not use it to threaten the victim. He used it to threaten himself. That's why you don't see more serious charges of aggravated assault with a deadly weapon or more aggravated home invasion charges. This is just third-degree home invasion, which is, even though it's serious, it's the lowest level felony. and it could be punishable up to 5 years in prison, but he is a first-time offender, so he would likely get nowhere near that.
What do you imagine the defense is going to argue on his behalf? Do you think it's likely that perhaps they come to some arrangement with prosecutors and this thing never goes to trial?
Yeah, very possibly. First-time offender, someone who has mental health issues, someone who threatened himself, not another person. That's key. And I think that if the victim agrees, that you could see a plea deal where he has probation and mental health treatment and ends up serving no time in jail or prison. I think that's actually a possibility.
So what happened was that in sequence, he got fired from the university, went straight to the alleged victim lady's house, who he allegedly had inappropriate relationships with, broke through the door, got to the kitchen, scissors, knives, and everything, and he said he was going to unalive himself and that the blood would be on her hands. During that period, she called her lawyer and called the police, and he left. Now, what they're saying is that because he didn't threaten her, it won't be a stiffer charge. However, home invasion, first-time offender. But I'm looking at this $25,000, and I'm going to show you why. I want to show you guys something. Many of you guys might know where I'm going with this. I do a lot of research on my downtime, and there was a video that I came up with yesterday. Donald Trump was talking. He was responding to something. Looks like I can't find it. I'll go back. Donald Trump was talking about what's going on overseas, the WAR. And as he was talking about that, he, this one here.
If you ain't...
I want to show you guys something here. I can't play it because this subject I can't talk about. But look at him, he's got the purple tie on. That's what got me. He's talking about something, and he said this could end up as WW3. Okay, you know what he's talking about overseas, but the purple tie. Now look, I'm gonna show you guys something. See that there? That's it right there. He said 25,000 people died last month. He's talking about the other war. Not the war in the Middle East, he's talking about the other war. He said 25,000. Do you understand? Well, they just sent a $25,000 bond on this coach. Is that coincidence? I want you to think. I want you to think. This is the second time, you guys know, in 2 weeks, I've caught Mr. President with a purple tie on. You know, I teach the 5 C's of clues, codes, colors, the conference time and conclusion. What are they telling us, allegedly? Then what else did he say? Things like this could end up what? World wars. But the fact that he said that 25,000 people are being killed over there a day. Remember I did a video a few days ago about the situation in Venezuela? And Trump kept saying, since we had the second attack on that boat where people died, remember it was 11 people on the boat, 2 people were hanging on for their dear lives, and we allegedly hexed up, or somebody gave the order, and 2 people died. Remember that? Remember Trump at the White House, what did he say? He said 25,000 people are saved every time we stop a drug boat. Remember that? 25,000 people. Why do they keep using 25? He used 25,000 when it came down to the drug boat. He used 25,000 here, talking about the other war going on. And now this judge sets a what? A $25,000 bond. People, I'm telling you, I did some more digging. Something fishy is going on. Well, Pearson, what do you mean? Spit it out. Like I told you guys when we rocked that boat and those 2 people died in Venezuela, I took 25,000 divided by Trump's age, and it gave me 316. This is Christmas season, people. We talk about John 3:16 more than any other time. John 3:16 is sacrifice, right? For Christmas. That's why we celebrate Christmas more and more this year than any other period, any other month. 3:16. 316:45. Well, who's the 45th president? 25,000 divided by Trump's age is 79. Trump is 79. 25 divided by 79 gives you a sacrifice for who? Come on, man. I'm starting to suspect something. You tell me what you think. Is this story even true? Allegedly, is this story even true? Look for some more 2500s. 2500 with this story? 2500 yesterday? That's what Trump said, not my lips. And if you want to know what I'm doing, I got this information yesterday. Say I was up late at 10:58. That's when I made a copy of this, so I wouldn't forget, because I heard him say 25,000. Not knowing that today they would give him a $25,000 bond. And then my man reflected on what? The $25,000 that, let me see if I can pull up that video. You guys know what I mean. I did the video the other day. I did a video on Trump the other day. He said 25,000. You guys who've been with me, you know what I'm talking about. I don't know which one it was, but you guys put it in. Oh, here it is here. He said 25,000. I said, did Trump just tell us in code his fate? Look, 316. It's right there. I'm probably the only YouTuber that's been catching this. Look at this. 25,000 divided by 79. I caught this 7 days ago. And I know it's redundant, but I want to get it. 25,000 soldiers. He said that last night. 6:23 p.m. the White House. And me taking a picture of it last night. Come on, man. People, I think something up. They're going to unalive this guy. They're going to unalive him. And I don't have enough followers on this channel to tell people. But you guys know, I don't want you to be mentally all out of touch and crying and going crazy. They're going to do another July 13th, people. It's got to be soon. I don't know the day or the hour, but I'm seeing all these signs. And he got the purple town, baby. I said he got the purple town. I will put this video in the description so you can see it and hear it for yourself. Trump's warning, things like this end up in third world. And remember what I said. Somebody called Maduro yesterday. I'm Friendship Pierce. If you like the work, please subscribe. If you can help the channel, I appreciate it. My videos do not get out to the big audience, and you know why. Take a snapshot, please. I have Cash App, Venmo, Zelle, and PayPal. I also have a P.O. box. You can mail a love offering. I appreciate it. God bless you. Stay covered under blood. We are one step closer to our Lord and Savior coming. God bless.